Shalom.
All right, first and foremost, we're going to face the east, giving all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash.
Right, Yahweh is the true name of the Heavenly Father. Yahweh Shai is the name of his only begotten Son, whom the world even know as Jesus Christ. Right, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash is the name of the Holy Spirit, the inspiration given to us to go into these scriptures. All right, and Lord willing, like we say all the time, edify the elect of the nation of Israel, being you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. We give double honors to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone, the men who taught us this truth. Also salutations to you, sincere and humble brothers, faithfully and diligently preaching this word with fear and trembling. Shalom also to the believers who subscribe wholeheartedly to this truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. All right, we're the Hebrew Israelites, if you don't know. All right, according to the Bible. All right, are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, right? And the seed of Jacob that has been scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, right? The remnant of you is who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ is coming to save. His true name is Yahweh Shai, right? Which means he is salvation. Now today we're gonna deal with where the Spirit of the Lord dwells, man, okay? Because you have what? All these different religions, primarily Christianity, and they have all these different denominations, and you see they have these different places, these church houses, these synagogues or whatnot that they do the Lord's business in, right? But where is the actual place that we were called to go to preach the word? All right, in the streets, right? In the streets. As a matter of fact, let's go to the highways and hedges, where it say, go to the highways and hedges and bid them that they may come in. Luke, yep, Luke. And then brother, hold it, that you still got the axe. Yep.
This is Luke, chapter 14, and verse 23. And the Lord said unto the servant, go out into the highways and hedges and compel them to come in, that my house may be filled.
See, go out to the highways and the hedges and compel them. Who is that them? The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. The Lord say his servants is who? Jacob. Israel is he elect, whom he have chosen. All right, so that's who we out here for. All right, well, we understand that all of our people are not going to prepare themselves for the marriage. The word marriage means what? To join unto, all right? So we have been called out of this world to join ourselves to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua through this word, right? The law, statutes, and commandments. We have a book of Leviticus, which means law Yah in the Hebrew, which means what? Join unto me. So we are bound unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua by these laws, statutes, and commandments. And one of the commandments, even though this is a parable, is for us to go into the highways and the hedges and compel, all right, you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans to come into this, this spiritual ark, okay, for lack of better words. That's what it is. It's a spiritual ark, because the Lord is coming to destroy this place. Right. Just as he did in the times of old during the days of Noah, he's going to come back in that same fashion. Right. All right, America being their chief place of wickedness that he's going to utterly destroy. All right, and America being their chief place where the majority of the tribes dwell, man. All right. So, matter of fact, keep going on that. Go a little bit more.
Verse 24. For I say unto you that none of those men which were bidden shall taste of my supper.
Go ahead.
And there were a great multitude with him, and he turned and said unto them, if any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sister, yea, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple. And whosoever doeth not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple.
So, in order to come into this thing, it requires you to achieve a level of discipline, all right? That's what the word disciple goes into, discipline, man, all right? a student. You have to become a student, a disciplined student of these scriptures, of this word, man. All right? Otherwise, the Lord is not going to deal with you. You see? He said, if you don't pretty much bear your cross, meaning the things in this life that tend to cause you to have to make a choice and rather to do good or evil. So a lot of times people get in the way. That's why he brought up the mother, the father, all right? You can allow those things to be more important to you than Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. That's like coming to an intersection, a crossword, where you got to make a decision to go left or right. But if you go left, you go into death, right? If you you make the wrong turn, you go into death, man. So we're compelling you to go the right way, to take the right path to get to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, which is not up in these churches. You got it, I now see you got something on the spirit.
It said hate. It said hate, right?
Yep.
That hate going to love less.
That's right.
Like it said in Matthew 10, the 37th verse, I believe, he that loveth mother, father more than me is not worthy of me.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't put your family first before the Lord. You can't put anything before the Lord. The Lord got to come first in order for you to get saved.
As a matter of fact, let's jump to Matthew, the 10th chapter. Right? Let's jump to Matthew, the 10th chapter. Just start at the top. How about that?
This is Matthew 10 and verse 1. And when he had called unto him his 12 disciples, he gave them power against unclean spirits to cast them out and to heal all manner of sickness
Yep.
and all manner of disease.
Yep.
Now the names of the 12 apostles are these. The first Simon, who is called Peter, and Andrew his brother, James the son of Zebedee, and John his brother.
All right, now we're going to jump down, all right? So we're going to jump down to like verse 5, because it's going into who he called, right? Who he called. He called his disciples, right? Men, right? Go ahead.
Jumping down to verse 5. These 12 Yahweh shall send forth and commanded them, saying, Go not into the way of the Gentiles and into any city of the Samaritans, enter ye not, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Go to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Now he gave them spiritual power, right? He said he gave them power to heal, all right? And ultimately, that same power has been bestowed and passed down from generation to generation unto those men of that same likeness, being Israelites, okay? How do you know they were Israelites? Because he told them not to go to no one else but the Israelites. He said, go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. So the first requirement, right, to coming into this thing is you have to be an Israelite, all right? That's who this message is given to, all right? That's who the gospel is to be preached to. This who the Lord is calling out. So contrary, that's one strike on the church. He say what? My doors are open to all. Come as ye are. You know?
Yep.
They don't reject none. No, the Lord didn't say that. The Lord said he rejected the Samaritans. He rejected the heathens. Go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel, man.
I would say the Lord got a standard on who he wants to try out.
Yep.
The only nation that can try out is the nation of Israel.
And it say what? Is that in the book of John, right? It would say, ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you. Right? So you can't choose, I'm gonna be a Baptist. I'm gonna be a Methodist. I'm gonna be a, you can, but you can't, I mean, you can do that, but you're not gonna be within the good graces of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
Right? As a matter of fact, grace is a gift. He has to give that to you. Faith, grace is given. It's a gift, right? So the Lord's temple, all right, is selective, right? Meaning he select who his temple is. You don't choose where his temple is. You don't choose where the Spirit of the Lord is dwelling at. The Lord chose that, man, right? So let's get that. You can. Was it some more?
Nah, that was it.
Okay. Let's go to that Acts now.
This is Acts chapter 7, verse 48. Howbeit, the Most High dwelleth not in temples.
Matter of fact, start at 47. They
This
say
is
the earth, the heaven is my throne, the earth is my footstool. Is that in there? Okay, come.
This is Acts 7 and 49. Heaven
Start at 48. Start at 48.
Come. This is Acts 7 and 48. Howbeit, the Most High dwell not in temples made with hands,
Right.
as said the prophet. Heaven is my throne, and earth is my footstool.
Right. Heaven is my throne, and earth is his footstool. All right. Go ahead.
What house will ye build me?
What house will you build me? Okay. So what house did the Lord build? All right. When he say, where does the Lord dwell? Right. Because he say heaven is his throne, but where does the Spirit of the Lord dwell? Right. You can't build a house with the Lord is everywhere at all times. He's omnipresent. All right. He's omniscient. He's all knowing. He's all present. But in particularly, matter of fact, look that up. The Lord said, I have chose Israel, Zion for my habitation. For my habitation. I think he said, he might have said Zion, which is another name for Israel. But let's go to 1 Corinthians 3 from there. Might be, let me see. I'll get it. Might be 3 and 9.
Say for thy neighbors, together with the Most High.
Might be 3 and 16. It might be 3 and 9, 3 and 16. No, you're not. Go, jump down 16. Yep.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of the Most High, that the Spirit of Yahweh dwelleth in you? If any man defile the temple of the Most High, him shall the Most High destroy, for the temple of Yahweh is holy, which temple ye are.
Go ahead.
Let no man deceive himself. If any man among you seeming to be wise in this world, let him become a fool, that he may be wise.
Right. Start back at the top again.
This is
You
first.
see it? For my habitation? Yeah. Yep. Start back at 3 and 16 again.
This is 1 Corinthians 3 and 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of the Most High, and that the Spirit of the Most High dwelleth in you?
Right. The Spirit of the Most High dwelleth in you. Who is that you? Go ahead, Yanar.
This is Psalms 132 and 13.
Yep.
For the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai have chosen Zion.
Who?
Zion.
Zion. That's another name for Israel. We ain't talking about Zion Williamson that played for the New Orleans Pelicans, though he is an Israelite. All right. But guess what? There's levels to this. He ain't just dwelling in any Israelite. That's why I always say when you really talk about Zion, it's really synonymous with the elect. Because what does Zion mean? To Zion, monument, right? Monument, memorial. So the remnant, the ones that he has remembered, right? I now hold Isaiah 54. Go ahead.
He have desired it for his habitation.
He has desired it for his habitation, man. Right? So that's who he dwell with. The Spirit dwelleth in us. Go back to 1 Corinthians 3 and 16.
This is 1 Corinthians 3 and 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of the Most High, and that the Spirit of Yahweh dwelleth in you?
Yep. Go ahead.
If any man defile the temple of the Most High, him shall the Most High destroy.
So our people are doing exactly that, right? They're destroying their temple by not keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. That's how you destroy the temple, man. All right? Dietary laws that you break, right? Eating swine, eating catfish, eating shrimp. All right? Also, you have hygiene laws, cosmetic laws. You know, men supposed to grow a beard on their face, not wear long hair. You know, all of that is a part of our culture for us to be that separate people and to be that holy temple, right? Go ahead.
Him shall Yahweh destroy, For the temple of the Most High is holy, which temple ye are.
Yep, we are the temple of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. So, where are we? Scattered throughout the whole earth. You see? Don't that make more logical sense that the Lord would be all over the earth instead of in one place? You know? Which he's everywhere. Now, ultimately, the Lord has allotted the righteousness spirit, the righteousness of the spirit to Israel, and then he has given the wicked and perverse spirit to chiefly Esau, Edom, and the rest of these heathens, man. You know, but guess what? Some of our people have adopted those ways and carry that same spirit. So it's a particular Israelite that's called to do this thing, man. You know? What I had called? I called for Psalm 54. Yeah. Start at 5, come.
It's Isaiah 54 and 5. For thy maker is thy husband, the Lord of hosts is his name, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel, the power of the whole earth shall he be called.
Right. He say, thy Redeemer is thy husband. Right now, we know who the Redeemer is, right? That's Yahweh Shai, the word is called Jesus Christ. See, the Lord set Yahweh Shai up with a woman, and he espoused that woman, being the nation of Israel, to Yahweh Shai. Right? Go ahead.
Then it say on verse 6, for the Lord had called thee is a woman forsaken and grieved in spirit, and a wife of youth, when that was refused, said the power.
Right. So the Lord had refused us, and he rejected us, right? For a time. But now he's calling us back. And calling us back through this word. And the word tells us to do what? To prepare for the reconciliation. To prepare for the reunion. Prepare to be reunited with our husband, man. Go ahead.
Verse 7. For a small moment have I forsaken thee, but with great mercies will I gather thee.
See, for a small second have he rejected thee, you know? So there was a time where the Lord pretty much neglected us and didn't deal with us. The Spirit wasn't working with us, all right? We didn't know who we were. We didn't know what to do. We didn't know the name of our power. All right, but then what? He came back. He came back and opened up our mind. Came into our mind. He supped with us. He became intimate with us. You know. Go ahead.
And verse 8. In a little while I hid my face from thee for a moment, but with everlasting kindness will I have mercy on thee, said the Lord thy Redeemer.
So the Lord is dressing us back up. You know. You know, you ever seen a house when it's been abandoned, boarded all up? Shit, you pass by that mother, you be ready, man. Like, damn, this shit look haunted. You know, gone by that house. That's how the Lord did us. He boarded us up. You know, the roof was caved in and shit. Windows broke out. You know, we look like shit. You know, now we coming back. All right, the Lord is dressing us up. That's the whole parable of preparing for the marriage. Yeah. And he's dressing us up with understanding. It's all metaphorical, you know. Like, it ain't about the shiny garment, you know, looking glorious in physical apparel. It's talking about in the apparel of this word, you know. Because Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, the thing that makes us appealing to him is our judgment, our wisdom, knowledge, and understanding towards him, you know. That's what caused us to bring the wrath, that's what caused his wrath to be brought upon us in the first place, for not taking heed and hearkening to his word, man. Okay. No, you had something?
You had quoted it.
You got something?
Yeah. This is
I quoted it, go ahead.
This is 2 Corinthians 11:2. For I am jealous over you with godly jealousy.
Yep.
For I have espoused you to one husband.
I have espoused you to one husband, man. See? That's talking about the nation of Israel. That's who he chose for Yahweh Shai. Go ahead.
that I may present you as a chaste